I think it's been an interesting start to the season. I know one team that Brian is hyped about.
Oh, yes.
They're hot.
Yes.
They're playing well. They are in the East.
Yes.
It is the team that excites him the most. When you mention this team's name, he'll just smile.
Because they...
You know why?
You know what?
Because this team is the Brian Fonseca All-Stars.
This is if I could construct an ideal just NBA team.
They
right?
got guys who are short. They got guys who are scrappy. They got guys who are looked over in the draft. Some undrafted.
None of them are lottery picks outside of maybe 2 dudes.
So Brian loves this.
3 dudes.
They scrap. They fight. They like violence like Brian. They'll get in your face. This is the Miami Heat.
Yes. They have a culture. And here's the thing. As far as the grind culture things that we were talking about before, this applies to the Miami Heat, but they don't do it in a way where dudes are overworking themselves. And right. So it's a little bit different. We're not also saying to work hard. And the reason why I like this organization is because they pride themselves on that hard work and because they have dudes like Jimmy Butler, who was the 30th overall pick from a junior college out of Marquette. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't somebody who was a one-and-done, first overall, all the talent in the world. I don't even know where Jimmy Butler played AAU basketball. I don't even know if he played AAU basketball because he went to junior college. You know what I mean? From Tomball, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the kind of things that I, as a basketball consumer, and me being who I am, I can gravitate towards that.
Gravitate? You are fully immersed in the Miami Heat.
Kendrick Nunn was a undrafted rookie and is like 24 years old now. And, well, he had an issue in college that caused him to transfer from Illinois to Oakland. But
in Detroit, that is.
Yes. Oh, yeah, Oakland University. But very good NBA start so far. It's gotten cold the last few games. Very good NBA start. Tyler Hero. Now, I know he's one of these one-and-done dudes, and so is Bam Adebayo. But they're not one-and-done in the same way that Karl Anthony Towns and maybe Andrew Wiggins are.
They were one-and-done and sort of overlooked at Kentucky.
Yes. Both of them. Yep. Because of the system. Tyler Hero, I told you, he looks like he's going to be Devin Booker to me. That's what I see right now. I see Devin Booker
like
comparisons.
him.
I've heard that the Heat think that he's going to be like Klay Thompson. I'm not sure about that because defensively he's not that. He tries on defense though. He's not somebody who just doesn't. And the Miami Heat will get you to try.
But that's the thing. The Miami Heat will also get you to play
defense.
If there's somebody I believe they can turn into a good defender, if you play for an organization, it's the Miami Heat.
I'm not anti-big business, but I appreciate the way certain organizations operate, and I don't like the way certain other organizations operate. I don't like when organizations have an arrogance about them unless it's sort of earned and unless players sort of swear by it. That Miami Heat culture is something that's not for everybody, but it's something that a lot of players who are really immersed in, they can get themselves on board with.
And
that's the company you would want to work at.
You look at the players that have played for the Heat and the great players that have played for the Heat and the way they talk about it, whether it's Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway. And this is somebody who I couldn't stand the Heat growing up, okay?
Yeah.
Especially after Pat Riley, who I have a affection for Pat Riley for what he did for
people
the Knicks.
from my generation grew up with and the culture LeBron on that team.
Yeah. The culture that he built around that team, Dwayne Wade, all those guys come back and speak well. So it's not a shock to me that one Marquette guy in Dwayne Wade, who was a 4-year player that got overlooked before he killed Pitt in the tournament years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not overlooked at that at all whatsoever. And him doing that, and then another Marquette guy, Jimmy Butler, coming in, is a hardworking guy that may have been overlooked. But the Heat are looking good. They're sitting third in the East right now as we record
and
this.
Last thing on the Heat, because we're going to get to other teams too. I still think that they're going to make a trade at some point. If they do make the trade, I think they can get to the Eastern Conference Finals. If they stand pat, which I doubt they will because they have so many expiring contracts, then they're probably a second round and done team. Because people think that I get carried away with it, and I'm like, no. My expectations are reasonable. I said before the season probably 48 wins, which I
didn't feel like that was unreasonable.
I think they're going to be top 4th in the East unless they make a significant trade, in which case it'll be 3rd in the East. And I think they could take Milwaukee in a 7-game series. I don't know if I'd bet on it, but I think they could because I think that collection of role players is better than Milwaukee's.
I'm still way too early on seeing
I'll put it to you this way: Giannis is obviously better than Jimmy Butler. Now, when you go from 2 to 8, their second best player is Chris Middleton. Miami's I mean, sometimes it's Goran Dragic, sometimes Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo's a starter. Let's say him. Would it really surprise you if over the course of a 7-game series, Bam outplays Chris Middleton? Because it wouldn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't shock me.
So
I would actually put more of my money on Goran Dragic outplaying Chris Middleton.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I saw in the first game, and Jimmy Butler wasn't even there. Giannis can get his. Giannis can get 41, 14, whatever it is. And then around that, I think Miami will muck it up enough
But see,
to where
here's
they can
the
win
thing.
that series.
You saying
but again, they may look very different
with
down the line.
you saying that, and I think about what's happened thus far in the NBA season, what is glaring to me with Milwaukee is, God, they miss Malcolm Brogdon.
Yo.